I'm a learning specialist. I am not a psychologist. I am a learning specialist. I have a master's of science in special education from Johns Hopkins. So before I bring up the kind of topic of limerence, I want to say that I am not a psychologist first, but I do know a good amount on the subject because of my background in child psychology from my MS in special education. So we are going to talk about limerence specifically. And how do I know a little bit about limerence? Well, because it's the idea of people that experience limerence often have difficulty in childhood. So what is limerence? It is not a mutual kind of love. It is not two soulmates that are getting along. Limerence is a very, very different kind of psychological event, right? Limerence is the idea of you are basically obsessively thinking about another human being or individual, and you are begging for them to reciprocate the amount of obsession that you have for them in a similar way. You are so obsessed with this person, you love this person so much they could do no wrong in your brain, but they do not give you that same level of adoration, and you are after it. This event of limerence does kind of occur with what is called highs and lows. You go really, really high and it's very, very exciting. Really, really low with the person is very, very dramatic. You go really, really high, then really, really low. And it's much more than love, and it's much more than a crush, but not in a good way. It's actually much more of an addiction to love. And people that experience limerence once tend to experience it with multiple people throughout their lives. You find different people to kind of like idealize. These people are less about being people and they're more about objects of fixation. This idea of how it's idealized and all of its positive qualities are magnified, and every single negative quality about the individual is entirely ignored. There is no wrong in this object. This person that is the object of your affection with limerence is perfect to you, and no critique actually can get through to you on why this person may be problematic for you. In the end, also, this person drags you along because of an extreme fear of reciprocation. So why would a learning specialist know something about this when it comes to something that is clearly romantic? Because this starts in childhood. This is usually the type of relationship that you have with parents, a fleeting connection. Sometimes you get a lot of love, sometimes it's quickly pulled away and not at all. And you get this kind of addictive personality when it comes to relationships, and the relationship you're comfortable with is a relationship that is fleeting, one where you get a lot of support, then no support at all. And you're constantly playing this game of support and do you love me with parents and siblings around you, that you then begin to play it with romantic interests. And that's why you do learn about it in educational psychology and kind of human development. So it does actually happen, right? So you might be thinking to yourself, well, why would I ever love somebody who isn't emotionally available? If I'm going to love somebody, I'm going to want somebody that is just as emotionally available as me. If I love someone, I want them to love me back just as much. Yes, you would think so. But was that your childhood experience? In your childhood, did you receive love in a reciprocal way that was kind of, unquote, normal, right? Was it reciprocal? Or were you kind of chasing after a type of approval or affection that you never were able to achieve, right? And that is kind of a key dependent factor on if you're going to experience something like limerence, where this person can completely cut you off. They can mistreat you. They could be absolutely horrible to you, and they can kind of completely cut you out entirely. And instead of being like, wow, this person has completely cut me out and is abusing me, it makes you want them more. In fact, you usually go to other individuals and start to obsessively talk about how great this person is, if not kind of filling your own thoughts and fantasies about this person. They could be giving you literally nothing besides a hello every day, and you are fantasizing about how perfect they are. And that hello, you're going to say to yourself, oh my gosh, no, it's just that they're so beautifully short-worded. No, it's crazy. It's a psychological illness, and you do need to get help. That's what limerence is. And of course, I hope this helps. Be careful out there, y'all.